Yo, what the fuck going on?
Yo,
Big Pocket Podcast. Hey, we started always. Long live Sway. Sway forever. And you know we had to do this fucking for the first week of NFL. And I didn't have to drop no episodes. Like we didn't have to drop no episodes for the first two games because y'all knew Sway would have been on the Chiefs and the Eagles anyway. Shit. So fuck. I'm man. Let's start it with the Bears. They just jumped. We just saw from fucking minus 180 earlier in the day to minus 220 on DraftKings, minus 205 on FanDuel. I'm excited as hell to see how Caleb Williams is gonna do. Our offensive line is a little suspect. Let's hope he doesn't get fucking sacked 5 times his first game. Let's give him a warm welcome. It's at Chicago. The stadium's gonna be filled. The tickets were mad expensive.
hmm
Man, I'm excited, man. I know Sway would have been fucking excited as hell right now for Caleb Williams, a legitimate quarterback, Heisman fucking winner, to be our starting quarterback. Let's see what he can do with all the weapons he got. We got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DJ Swift. We stack on offense, and
hmm
defensively we not bad either. What you think about this game, Joe?
the point it's really are we buying the hype? Are we gonna buy the hype in this Bears team? But we're gonna ride with the Bears, man. Um, our defense should take a good lead this year. So let's hope. Let's
I
hope
think
it all
so
pans
too.
out. But we're gonna ride with Chicago, man.
I'm right. Yeah, what you think about the spread? I think the spread's a little juiced now at minus four. I actually do have a bet. I'm not gonna lie, just because the Bears, I feel like you can never trust them betting wise, but I do think DeAndre Swift gets in single bet. Uh, uh, and I do think Caleb Williams could throw 2 touchdowns and Bears to win. A little two leg parlay. Um, I like this game. I don't think the I think the Titans defense is average. They're not gonna be like attacking us, and they don't have a crazy defensive line. So I think Caleb Williams will stay safe. I'll say under I'll say under 3.5 sacks. So yeah, we both got Chicago in this one. Jump on it quick now because it looks like the hype is moving the line. Literally, I
Yeah,
think
it's
that's all
moving.
it
It's been
is.
moving all day.
Man, next game, Patriots, new coach, no more Bill Belichick, Jared Mayo, taking on the Bengals. Fucking one of the biggest favorites of the week. Bengals are at minus 345. Patriots are at
hmm
plus 275. Something told me in my gut the Patriots are gonna steal this one just because the Bengals, in my opinion, they always stoop to like the level of competition they play. Kind of like the Chiefs sometimes do. The Chiefs will face like a terrible team and it'll be a close ass game for no reason when they could smoke them. I feel the same way about the Bengals, but you can't bet on the Patriots with Jared Mayo as the coach. We got to see what happens first. Maybe the second week, if they look good and like they surprise all of us and get this win, maybe
hmm
they're a team you could bet on. But I think both defenses are going to be good. It's going to be at Cincinnati. They got minus 7.5 points. Ah, what you think about this game, Joe?
Yeah, this for sure the fishy game of the week. I would say.
Hmm.
If the line, okay, it's minus 405 on FanDuel.
Ooh,
Um,
juiced.
it's a little steep for the Cincinnati team that didn't really win anything last season. And they're coming off the injuries, but I got Cincinnati, but I think it'll be closer than that. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to see how Joe Burrow is and Chase is. But I'll go with Cincinnati. And probably won't lay anything on them personally, but
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay away from this game personally, but I mean, I'll always throw a little two-leg parlay out there. Uh, man, I gotta ask this too. What you think about Zach Moss? How you think he's gonna do this year?
Zach Moss for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Well, don't they got that rookie too, Brown or something?
Oh yeah, Chase Brown too. Oh, I was gonna say, I think Chase Brown might get in. I was saying that in the chat earlier. He's plus
It should
205 now on
it
draft.
should Yeah, it should be a committee with him and Zach, depending
Yeah.
who, takes the lead.
I think
But
Chase Brown. Usually, these rookie running backs they come in, they kind of take over for the veterans.
yeah,
Veterans take the back seat, and they really don't be minding. Especially like Zach Moss. He wasn't a crazy. The best he was gonna do was give you like 800 rushing yards in a year. He was never the number
hmm
one running back. But we both like Cincinnati. We're both staying away from this game. Crazy fucking odds. I
yeah,
think,
odds are
in my
too
opinion, I
crazy.
think it's a little too steep. Another game that's too steep, in my opinion, Buffalo Bills and the
Mm,
Cardinals. What you think
yeah,
about this game, G? I'm kind of.
this is gonna be my sleeper of the week, like I told you earlier. I got Arizona.
Mm,
Um, I just think Kyler Murray, coming back, he played good at the end of the season last year. He got a couple weapons.
okay. Yeah,
And Josh Allen, who else is over there?
Marvin
It's just
Harrison. Oh, I'm
no
sorry.
at in the
At
Bills.
the
It's just
Bills.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, they
Who
lost Gabe
they
Davis.
lost
Yes.
they lost Gabe Davis, they lost Stephon Diggs, and yeah, they got a couple receivers in, but they're all rookies.
Mm, mm, mm.
No true number ones over there. James Cook is still there, but what are
You
you
know
gonna do with
what?
James Cook?
I'm not gonna lie. Joe scared the fuck out of me from picking the Bills. I do think Allen's gonna have a good game, but I do think the over's a hit. I mean, maybe alternate it to like 44 and a half, 43 and a
Hmm
half. But I think that over is a hit. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. My personal bet on this game is gonna be Josh Allen to score a touchdown, minus 120 odds. I'm not gonna lie, Sway always loved putting that minus 120 up to get that 100 back. So I like that number a lot too. I do think James Cook can get in, and to be honest, I have like a same game parlay. Um, James Cook to get in and Arizona Cardinals to cover 14 points plus
That's solid.
190 plus 192 odds on that. So if
If you
anybody
want,
wants
if
to
you're
take,
looking at something a little more like pricey, I like also Trey McBride touchdown. The
mm,
tight end for the Cardinals plus 200. That's a good number.
yeah,
They were connecting really good at the end of the season. I think I think this will be a good coming back game for Arizona. They've been plotting in the background.
exactly. Arizona, it seems like, and they switched up coaches. No,
Hmm
they got rid of Kingsbury finally. I feel like
hmm
Kingsbury was holding him back, holding Kyler back from his full potential. I hope they use Kyler more like Lamar Jackson's used. Because
Yeah,
Kyler's pretty short, and that's really the thing that holds him back, in my opinion. He can't fucking see over the line.
yeah, he's
So
short.
if he
Yep.
could scramble a little bit better, and even he already does have crazy scrambles. But if he can get outside the pocket more, he has that playmaking ability. I could see him even getting a touchdown at plus 280 odds. Like, that's not crazy. I
That's not
actually like
crazy
that
at all either.
number a lot. Um what else we got, man? Okay, next game. So we're both I'm personally betting Josh Allen to get in, and I threw out that two leg James Cook and Cardinals to cover 14 points. I think they easily cover 14 points. I actually like the plus 8.5, or it's plus 6.5 now.
hmm
Too.
Six and a
And
half
I
plus
like
240 money line. It's
yeah,
pretty solid.
yeah, and I like the over in this game. I think it's gonna be a shootout. Fuck it. Next game we got Texans and Colts. Man, one of the closer games of the week. I got minus
Hmm
148 odds here for the Texans, plus 124 for the Colts. Anthony Richardson, I'm excited to see how he's gonna play. I think he's gonna be back. I think he's gonna be a fucking like I think he might get in for a touchdown, but CJ Stroud was crazy last year. He's got
hmm
some weapons. He got Stephon Diggs. It's gonna be a close game. Like I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think Texans pull it out. I'm riding with the Texans here. I wouldn't be surprised though if the Colts make a run for it. I'm not playing this
hmm
game personally, but what you got for this one, Joe?
Yeah, this like you said, this is gonna be a tight game. I know the odds will make you lean towards the Texans. I got the Texans too. But be proceed with caution in this game. Just because
Yeah.
the Colts are a good team, man. They got Jonathan Taylor, coming back healthy, Anthony Richardson back healthy. And these guys went at it in the playoffs last season. And it just wasn't too it's a different quarterback situation. But I got Houston pulling it off just because of the weapons they have. It should be a good game.
Man, what you think about Jonathan Taylor to get in for this game? come back. I feel like the Texans defense wasn't great last year. They made some upgrades in the offseason, but still, I don't know if it was enough. It's gonna be enough. Plus 105 odds.
Considering it's a home game, I would say he does get in there.
Yeah, I like Jonathan Taylor. I'm probably gonna play Jonathan Taylor to get in. I do think the Texans win too, though, in this game.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Like the over under is 48 and a half.
Yeah,
So
it
the
should. I think it goes over too. I think
I'm
it
not
goes
gonna lie,
over.
the bookies, the odds makers have been really good so far with the first two games. So
Hmm.
they called that so I think the over is gonna hit. I think the Texans got it, and I think Taylor gets in. Man, moving on, we got Dolphins and the fucking Jaguars battle of
Mm.
Florida. What you got here?
This is another one.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's gonna be on Miami, man, and
Uh-huh.
I like the direction that Jacksonville was moving. They started off really hot last year. This one, I wanna say I'm riding with the Dolphins. I'm gonna take the Dolphins, but my heart is gonna say Jaguars, but my mind is saying the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm so split.
you
That's
know,
why I didn't even say nothing first, man.
yeah, Trevor, he just got paid too.
Yeah. Oh man.
Highest paid
I,
quarterback in the league.
I think the Jaguars can like cover 10 points, and I honestly do
Hmm.
think Tyreek Hill gets in. So two leg
Yeah,
that.
honestly, Dolphins defense isn't that good, man. They're not that good, but they do have weapons, so that's the only thing I would say keep them in the game. But Etienne touchdown, I like that.
I like the two. I like the Etienne touchdown too. I like Hill to get in because
Hmm.
like man, they do have so many weapons that are gonna keep them in the game though. It's like
Yeah,
they're gonna spread the wealth a little more this season, especially how Acne came out last year, going
they
crazy.
still got Mostert too.
Yeah, fuck Mostert. I feel like I don't know something in my gut. I didn't want to say it on the podcast, but it was telling me two touchdowns for Mostert. But
Mm.
after seeing that Xavier for Worthy shit, it was on my mind so heavy. But yeah, I think I'm on the Dolphins here, and I think I'm on Hill to get in. I like the Etienne as a single bet too. Put
Yeah.
like a half unit or a unit on it. I would personally because uh the Jaguars, let's be honest, their weapons aren't that great.
Mm-mm.
You know what I
They're
mean?
not.
They're not like Miami's weapons.
They lost Calvin Ridley too. They got Gabriel Davis, another deep threat,
Oh yeah, yeah. They did get Gabe Davis. That is a good
but
pickup.
still, it's gonna have to be all Trevor Lawrence. Evan Ingram's still over there, but you know.
Evan, yeah, Evan Ingram. He's like the tight end you take
Hmm.
in like the eighth round fantasy, maybe a little further. I don't know. I,
He's a
I
good
haven't,
tight
I
end.
haven't been a big fan of Evan Ingram, but hopefully he does
He'll
well.
have his spurts. He'll have his moments.
Yeah, he does have his moments on God. Shit. Moving on, man. I got a sleeper pick for this fucking one. The Steelers and the Falcons. Um,
Mm.
man, the Falcons acquired Kirk Cousins. Kirk rocking diamond chains. I think Atlanta gets it. But I am gonna. Justin Fields is starting this game, right?
Yeah.
So, man, I think Justin Fields gets in for a touchdown with his scrambling ability. I honestly think
Okay.
I'm honestly positive, like not. I'm honestly very confident in that, especially at plus 265 odds. But
That's
uh,
solid.
yeah, you know what I mean. But I don't know. Like I feel like the Steelers could pull one out too. But I'm
Man, I do feel like they could pull it off as well. The defense though, the Steelers defense is man, they're gonna be nasty and I don't know, man. It's a scary game too. I know
yeah. This is what
everyone's gonna be on Atlanta. Everyone's gonna be on Atlanta.
exactly. That's what scares me about picking Atlanta about Atlanta. But I do think with Kirk Cousins, like a lot of those props for like over on the receptions for Pitts, I think Pitts is gonna have a
Hmm.
great year. So I would look into like receiving props for sure for
For
this.
Pitts, yeah, that's a good touchdown, two plus 200.
Yeah, exactly. Plus 200 Pitts touchdown too. Um, I would look out for those props. Like maybe do a little parlay where you get a lot of, maybe like plus 10.5 on the Steelers and a touchdown for Pitts. You know, you can get probably like plus 250 odds on something like that, and that's like pretty. That's definitely like more than possible. I think it's probable shit with Pitts getting in. But we're both like wishy washy on this game. I do think Justin Fields gets in. I like that a lot. But and I like Pitts too when you said that. Uh yeah, I'm stick with Atlanta, but I do think it's gonna be a close game. Wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers take it. I'm not playing the money lines personally.
Mhm. Yeah, I got Atlanta too, but defense wins games, and we'll see how that plays out. It's two different types of defense over there.
Exactly. Moving on, we got Panthers at New Orleans, plus 160 for the Panthers, minus 192 for the Saints right now in DraftKings. Unders at 41.5. Man, I don't know if Bryce Young's got it, you know. We gotta see. We gotta see what happens over
Yeah,
there.
they got
But
them. They got a minus 210 on FanDuel. I want to say New Orleans too. I don't think Carolina got the weapons to even match up with them defensively either or offensively. So give me the Saints.
that division is always on some fucking like the winners of
Yeah.
eight, you know, so it's like that's a tough one. They got anytime touchdown scorer, Taysom Hill. I do think Taysom Hill could be a weapon they use. Mm, yeah,
Taysom Hill, yeah, plus 200. That's a good number.
yeah. I think Saints win this game at home.
Yeah.
Divisional game is scary, and it's the
Home
first week of the
opener.
yeah. Um, Derek Carr though I think is better than Bryce Young, and that's what I'm going off.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna
100%. 100%. Just veteran wise, he got a good arm.
yeah, exactly. And he's been in the league for so long now. I think he's only gonna be a little bit better with his IQ and shit. What you think about we both got the Saints then on that game. What you think about this next one? Vikings coming in at damn minus 122 and the
Yeah.
Giants at plus 102. Both teams
So
lost big
this
weapons.
is yeah, this is another game I was looking at that I felt was a sleeper pick. I got New York Giants just based off, Sam Darnold. Okay, Sam Darnold, he's not terrible. But like, when is it gonna be enough for the Giants? They're home too. It's a clean slate this year for them. Daniel Jones is back healthy. Daniel Jones wasn't terrible when he was healthy. A lot of people give him shit, but
Yeah.
I think
He
I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants pull it off.
It's because his ass be fucking tripping right next to the end zone and shit, like a little dumbass. Yeah, fucking. No, I really do like the Giants here. I would take it now. I think the odds might flip because I think a lot of people do have the Giants. They
The
have a
the
great
the odds have been moving. The odds have been moving towards the Giants. They were bigger dogs earlier in the week, but they're down to plus 112 on FanDuel, which is a good number.
man, Joe. Yeah, I'm surprised you had the. I'm not actually not surprised, but I'm surprised we both have the Giants here. I thought one of us would at least be on the Vikings. I do think Aaron Jones might is a good. He's probably like
Hmm.
gonna. I mean, I feel like Jefferson's gonna be covered so well that Aaron Jones is gonna get like a little pass out of the backfield near the end zone, and he gets in. So
Hmm.
there's some good odds right there on plus 160. Aaron Jones touchdown, but Giants defense is pretty solid, especially that
Giants
run.
got good. Yeah, they picked up a bunch of people in the offseason, so I
Yeah,
think they're set to make a leap, man. Teams can't be asked, every year. You gotta get.
exactly. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, that maybe that picking Daniel Jones finally pays off for them so early because they got a lot
Mhm.
of shit picking him early.
Experience. They got an experienced quarterback, man. He was doing good. We can't sit here and say Daniel Jones didn't have a period where he was actually playing really good. Like, he was.
And he's a quarterback that could scramble too and get
Hmm.
yards outside the pocket and get actual rushing yards, probably like 30, 40 rushing yards a game.
Hmm.
But yeah, we're both on the Giants plus 102 right now on DraftKings. We're jump on it. We're both pretty confident in that. I don't think I do like
Plus
Aaron Jones.
102 on DraftKings, plus 102.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, they're gonna win.
What you got on FanDuel?
It's plus 112 on FanDuel.
Plus 112. Yeah, that shit's been moving.
Yeah, that shit's been moving a lot.
Yeah, we're both on the Giants. Jump on it now before it turns to minus odds. Uh, let's move on to the fucking West Coast games, the 3 o'clock games. We got Seattle at or Denver at Seattle plus 210 for the Broncos, who fucking suck, and Seattle minus 260. This might be one of those other sleeper games coming in. You never know Geno Smith, what
Hmm.
version of Geno Smith you're gonna get. And
Correct.
is I should know this, but what's his name? Their coach, Seahawks coach. Is he still their coach? Fuck.
Not Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll. He's gone, right?
I believe he is.
Yeah, I feel like he's gone, so I feel like that makes a big difference. But Bo Nix is the fucking quarterback for Denver. I personally say stay away from
Yep.
this game.
New head coach. New head coach. You know, we took their offensive coordinator as well, the Bears.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a whole new system over there.
So yeah, minus 260 is too fucking juiced. I mean, you could always depend
Yeah.
on Kenneth Walker to get in my opinion. If you like a little single bet in that game, minus 105 odds. Jackson Smith, I ain't saying that last name. Plus 230 odds. Plus 230 odds. I think that's a sleeper that can get in for he had a good
Yeah.
connection last year. I actually really like talked myself into Jackson Smith and Jigba right now on that one, but I think he's a sleeper that can get in. Tough
Hmm.
game with the whole system. Denver could definitely do.
I think Denver is a live dog here just because, all right, Bo Nix, I've been following Bo Nix for a minute, college football. He's actually a really good quarterback. And he's one of the rookies, I think that, he's one of the highest IQ rookies when he came in. And I think he's gonna do really good over there, man. Like I don't know if they're gonna win this game just because I know the Seahawks could make a good leap this year. They had a bunch of close games last year. Um, I got Seattle, but I wouldn't be surprised if Denver steals that game just based
I,
off
I
the quarterback.
I got Seattle too, but I just think that it's like the line's too juiced to really bet on it. It's like
Hmm.
it's not a single bet. If you want to maybe do a two-legger with another team you're really confident in with Seattle, but I'm personally not playing them. But I am gonna play that Jackson Smith,
Yeah.
because I do think he's a sleeper touchdown. Him and Gino had a great connection last year. So yeah, that's what we got for that one. Moving on, man. We got the Raiders, whole new system there at the Chargers, whole new system there as well. What you think about this game?
This is probably one of the uglier games on the slate.
Oh
Honestly,
yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers just based off, home game, hardball. They're gonna try to redeem that shitty team they had last year. The Chargers already had a decent defense.
Yeah, they on paper they were, but they would
On
always,
paper, they're really good. On paper, they're really good.
but like, damn, like, why they were allowing so many? I think they were like dead last in points allowed last year, like towards top five of the bottom at least.
Hmm.
But on paper, they're great. Like you said, it's just I don't know what's gonna happen in this game, especially with this another divisional game, Raiders and Chargers.
Yeah, this is a hard one. Justin Herbert coming back finally healthy. Two new running backs over there, J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, which they're already familiar with each other. And I think Gus Edwards is a sleeper running back this year. We know how
Yeah,
good he was doing until he got a little bit, injured. But
yeah. The thing about him is he was playing injured, which made him fucking more injured.
hmm
It's like fuck, like let's hope he could stay healthy now because when he is healthy, he is really good.
he's really good.
Maybe it was that system in Baltimore, but this they got some nice little props here on DraftKings. What do you think about either player to score a touchdown, minus 160 odds? It's J.K. Dobbins or Zamir White to score one touchdown. How you feel about that? Minus 160. So either one of them gets in you cash.
Zamir White and who else? J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
I like it. Zamir White, he's the top running back over there now, right? Since Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs left. It's very, very possible.
Yeah, I think I might play that at minus 160. put like half unit on it just to win a couple dollars. Um, but I like the props. Like I feel like since it's week one, you could just go through the props and see a lot of the ones you like and just be like, damn, like just off
Hmm.
what we're giving y'all now. But yeah, close game. It's like whole new system in LA. But I do think Justin Herbert has a good game. It's not like the Raiders defense is gonna, I think, spark him up.
Yeah, let's remember Justin Herbert was a top three quarterback.
Exactly.
He was. He was. You can't
Uh,
deny that. And he
him
did
to
have
be
a bad season last year, but that happens eventually for everybody.
I think another little some nice odds are 225 passing yards for Herbert. It's only minus 110. So I don't know, the bookies might know something. Maybe they're gonna run the ball crazy. So
That's what they think. That's what they think that's the type of plays that Harbaugh does. He's a
yeah,
running back. He's a run first type of coach.
yeah. So I mean, this is a tough game. Devontae Adams though, I think is gonna he's gonna do well.
Hmm. They
Gardner
got a decent
Minshew,
quarterback throwing the ball now.
yeah. So like, yeah, we'll see what happens in that division. Anything can fucking happen in that game, especially week one. Man, another game. This is probably gonna be the game of the week because it's the Cowboys. The Cowboys coming in as underdogs, plus
Hmm.
110 against the Browns, minus 130. What you got here, Joe? I don't even think I gotta ask. I know what you got here.
What
I feel like you on the boys. You on the
uh,
Cowboys.
actually,
No.
honestly, I think I'm on the Browns. Just honestly, I've always liked Deshaun Watson.
Hmm.
Uh, they got a good receiving core over there. The Browns defense is, I think this year, I think the Browns defense is going to be better than the Cowboys defense.
You see, the thing about that, my bad to interrupt you, it's like they're so good in different ways. Like
Hmm.
the Cowboys will get the interceptions and everything, get the fumbles, get the takeaways, but then like the Browns will just stuff the running attack, stuff the passing
Hmm.
attack. It's like we got to see what version of what comes out.
I think
So
this
I
is a good spot for Amari Cooper redemption game against his old team that didn't want him.
ooh, I like
Um,
that.
Deshaun Watson finally fully back 100% healthy. We haven't seen him back healthy, like for real, in how many years? A year and a half, maybe? Two full seasons, but we haven't really seen him back to his old self. I think this game right here will decide which direction each team goes, like for the season. Like this is a big game already, like I feel, for each team.
Man, I actually I had some notes on this. I completely forgot I had them. I like the Browns to cover plus 7.5 and CD Lamb to get in. You're getting plus damn near 200 odds with that plus 192. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think CD Lamb uh gets in. I mean, he just got that contract,
Hmm.
so
I like
and
Njoku too. That's a good number. Plus 240 touchdown
I was
Njoku.
just looking at that too. Man, I was
That's a
like,
good
damn,
number right there. That's a
Joke
solid
was a good.
number right there.
But yeah, but we both a little bit cautious on this game. You're on the Browns.
I'm on the
I'm taking
Browns.
Yeah, I'm taking the plus 7.5 with the Browns and the what's his name, CeeDee Lamb to get in. I also think Njoku's a good sleeper too.
Mhm.
Uh, moving on, man. Commanders at Buccaneers. Oh, uh,
This is another game where I think I want to take Washington just because I like Jaden Daniels and but Baker Mayfield, man, he got good, really, really good. Like I feel like he's got way better over time.
man, they won that playoff game last year against the Eagles. I know the Eagles were
Yeah.
falling apart. But man, like this is a guy I got on my fantasy team, and I think the number is great on him, especially with how Mayfield is playing. Plus 210 odds for Chris Godwin to get in. I really like
Hmm.
that. I
Solid.
sleeper right there.
We gotta remember as well. Buccaneers do have way better weapons than them. Let's not
Yeah.
overlook the weapons that the Buccaneers do have.
All right.
And
So yeah,
and Daniels is a rookie. So
I like that for that game, man. I just like Godwin to get in. My dog's about to go crazy, so we gonna Joe. You about to be running this show, but no, we got 2 games left to talk about. The Lions at the Rams, real quick, man.
Oh,
I like the alternate over at 48 and a half or 47 and a half, excuse me. And I like the Lions to win this game. I like Laporta to get in for a
mhm.
touchdown. Those are my picks. What you
Honestly,
like?
I don't like Detroit. I
Mm.
hate Detroit with all my heart, but I can't deny how good they've done. I think the Rams will keep it close just because of the head coach. You know, Sean McVay's a really good coach, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be on Detroit, so I mean, I'm on Detroit. I'm not gonna bet this game personally, but I think Detroit should pull it out.
Yeah, it's
Wouldn't be
a it's
surprised if the Rams win though.
I mean I wouldn't either, but man, I like the culture in Detroit. I think it's
And they're
completely changed,
home.
and they're playing at home
This is a
7
rematch. Remember, this is a playoff rematch as well from last season.
rematch kind of,
Hmm
like the trade that got
Well, that
both.
was a close game too. Remember last season it was Rams at Detroit last year for the playoffs, and the Rams almost won that game. I'm not gonna say,
Exactly.
but you never know.
Exactly.
We'll see. We'll see what
Exactly.
happens.
Plus 170 on the Rams if you like the Rams a
That's a
lot.
good
And
number.
yeah, minus 205 on the Lions. I think that's actually a little steep. I think this game should be more like a minus 150 for the Lions, plus 130 for the Rams, personally. But it's going to be close. I think that plus 4.5 actually hits for the Rams. And just saying that, minus 205 and plus 4.5, that's real close, so
Hmm
the odds maker is expected to be close too. Another game, same exact odds, plus 170 for the Jets, and minus 205 for the 49ers. Monday Night Football. Oh man, I got the Jets here. I think Aaron Rodgers isn't gonna tear his ACL in the first minute. So I think both defenses are really good. I think you can alternate the under, move
Correct.
it a lot, even though both offenses are pretty stacked. To be honest, both this
Both
is
are
actually a
they're about even. They're
yeah.
the odds, yeah, it's a home first game for the 49ers. That's the reason the odds are that way. But the game is a lot closer than you look at it right there. Look at the
Yeah.
offensive running backs, they're about even. Quarterback, who's the better quarterback? We know who's the better quarterback. So
All right, man. So we got the dog here. The dog's going crazy. So we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna let Joe.
I think you muted. You're muted. You're muted.